What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general sneak peek for the sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you guys are last but not least on the zodiac lineup this week. Okay, I was running a little bit behind doing y'all's. I forgot to make some room. Had to delete some previous videos in my storage, but now we're good to go, so that way I could do you guys. Okay, so remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with you guys, Taurus. Hopefully you guys are in good spirits this week. Okay, I'm gonna start with 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. Okay, almost had another one that was trying to come out for you guys. So hopefully you guys can see the spread all the way pretty good. Let's turn over and see what's going on with you guys. So we have Judgment, the King of Wands, the Hanged Man, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, very mixed energy here. Okay, but all's well that ends well. Okay, is the phrase that I'm hearing. All's well that ends well. Okay, so let's start off with the fact that you have Judgment to start, okay, this week, okay, or whenever you come across this reading. Okay, remember, get in where you fit in and take what resonates. Okay, so Judgment being here at the beginning, I feel as though you have some type of decision to make. Okay, a judgment call being made or being called to make a decision. Okay, could be in reference to a King of Wands. Okay, some type of mature, determined energy coming your way, Taurus, as he is facing the Judgment card. Okay, let me see if I, do some here. Okay, the way that it's laying on the table. Okay, the King of Wands is looking at the Judgment. Okay, and so you have there, I feel as though they have something that they need you to make a decision on. Okay, they are very determined, possibly in their communication with you, Taurus. Okay, however, as they are determined, or possibly stating their case of determination, for you to kind of lean towards them, okay, or listen to what they have to say, you will end up in this Hanged Man, or have possibly already been in this Hanged Man energy. Okay, this did come up in Aries video, although it was at the beginning of their reading. Okay, along with the 10 of Cups, which was in the second position. Okay, so you could have Aries in your chart somewhere, Taurus, but you don't have to be. Okay, or maybe your person is an Aries or has that in their chart. Okay, but I try not to get too hung up on that. Okay, I just say it for relatability. Okay, but nonetheless, back to this. We have the Hanged Man energy dead in the center of your reading. Okay, so right now you could be in that energy, or you will be in that energy this week. Okay, just trying to look at things from a different perspective. Okay, Taurus, really in your head about it. about what it is that you want to do, or if you can see things from this person's perspective. Okay. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Um, of course, Five of Pentacles is usually talking about someone, feeling like they're out in the cold, in a sense. But I'm really paying attention to the five in here. Okay. Some form of change happened, possibly Taurus, within this dynamic between you and this person. Okay. Possibly some form of separation, if you will. Okay. Leading to someone feeling, kind of out in the cold, or possibly abandoned, if you will. It could have been either that for some of you, or someone had to take care of something in the midst of family, or whatever the case may be. Okay, as we have the Ten of Cups here, but I really feel like it's more so, like I said, all's well that ends well with the Ten of Cups, this wish fulfillment. Okay, there's something that you have been wishing for, Taurus, which could be a family dynamic of some sort. Okay, whatever your wishes have been, this is how it all ends up for you. Okay, it's possibly right around the corner. I'm almost dropping it out of my hand here. It's like right around the corner. Okay, and so possibly Spirit is saying this, separation possibly was needed in order for this to be seen by either you or your person. Okay, so that is what we have for your main storyline here. Okay, but we're going to get into these clarifiers right now and see what else comes out for your reading. Okay, as we're at 7:07, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle here. Okay. And let's see what we have for you guys. So, Judgment is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Taurus. I'm a Taurus, so I can understand. Okay, Taurus, you are within this judgment going back and forth. It's like a seesaw in your head of pros and cons. Okay, and it's like, which one is going to outweigh the other, pros or cons of this judgment, this call to judgment that you're about to make. Okay, you're looking at the pros and cons of the situation of this person, or the offer that they're willing to make you, or whatever justification that they give you. You're going kind of back and forth about it. Okay, and so try not to let yourself go too far into the negative of the situation, in a sense of how you feel. Okay, kind of ground yourself in really boiling down to the facts, Taurus, if as much as you possibly can, not veering so much towards the negative. Okay, in order for you to come to a sound decision. Okay, because remember, you do have this wish fulfillment at the end of the week, but you have free will. Do what you please. Okay, so next we have the King of Wands with the King of Swords. Okay, this person, like I said, very determined to really get you to hear them out. Okay, and again, it's going to be so much to the fact where, again, you are going to be, really drilling down. Okay, and Taurus is kind of known for really asking those pertinent questions, not only to themselves, but to the person as well, to anyone that they're talking to, especially if we feel like we've been slighted in some sense, okay? And so if you stick in that energy, then it could sway the the dynamic of the situation, okay? Where, the person may feel like they have to kind of be like on the defense because this person does have a shield, and of course has his sword or spear. So he's come prepared, okay? It's not going to be, I'm not going to say it's not going to be an easy conversation, but it's going to be one of those that, I know you're on your P's and Q's, but I'm on my P's and Q's too. Like, I've already prepared for the questions that you may ask. I've already got the answers to those questions, okay? So they are prepared, okay? They are very prepared, okay? As long as they're coming, again, they're very determined, they're very passionate about you, but with that passion comes this King of Swords energy, willing to be very forthright and forthcoming with how they truly feel, okay? It's good, swift communication, but in a very collective and calculated way, okay? That is prepared to talk to you, okay? But still, you do have that Two of Pentacles energy, okay? With that Judgment, where you are, like I said, going to be outweighing the pros and cons. You're going to go back and forth a lot, okay? So, with the Hanged Man, we have the Eight of Wands, okay? Like I said, very swift communication here, okay? Where I feel as though if, you ask to take some time to really like think or whatever, it's going to be some swift communication or swift movement towards you to kind of, I feel like this energy of showing you better than they can tell you, okay? Like swift action, okay? Like, okay, I know we just talked and I know you said you need to think about it, but let me show you why you don't need to think about it anymore, okay? And so it's going to be some type of action, as Wands energy is talking about action. And it's good. I feel like when I'm looking at this card, this person in the card, there's all these wands, and there's like, it's like flowers at the end of them, and this person's hands are like, they're reaching out in a sense of be prepared to receive, okay? With the glare on the card, it almost looks like, oh my gosh, it's so much, where you are just bombarded with a lot of action, okay? And Taurus is one of those signs that is like, your actions speak louder than your words, okay? So Taurus, in this particular dynamic, you're looking for this person to prove themselves, not just with their words, but with their actions. You want to see actions on top of it, because one thing that Tauruses do, even before you even speak about your feelings to them, they are already observers, okay? So they determine how they're going to deal with you before you even decide how you're going to deal with them. And we are very action oriented, a very action oriented sign. We are very kind, we're very forthcoming with our feelings, we're very direct when we make a choice or a decision about someone. And so we can always be in a Two of Pentacles energy because we are constantly observing. We're not just observing just by looks, we're listening, we're keeping it in our memory Rolodex for, when it's relatable. And we usually make a judgment call well before a judgment really needs to be made, okay? And so most of the time, Tauruses are waiting for the opposite person or the other person to catch up to where they are mentally, okay? And so for some reason, this card just made me laugh because it's just those flowers are like coming towards her and she's like, oh my gosh, like her hands are out. And that's the first thing that I'm hearing is like, it's so much. Whatever it is this person is coming towards you with, it's like bam, bombarding you with it. And maybe it's something that they did not do in the past, or they're trying to make up for the time that has gone by. Okay, so that you haven't been together. Okay, and so bam, we have the Five of Pentacles being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, which also came out in Aries's reading as well. Okay, and I may say could have been in the same spot. Okay, same clarifying spot, but nonetheless, Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles, making that 6. Okay, I feel like there's going to be, some value, finally an offer of value to make up, like I just said, for the time that has gone by that the two of you have not been together. Okay, it's like making up for lost time. Okay, and so this is going to be something of value that's going to take away that cold shoulder energy and bring some warmth in, as with the Six of Pentacles in Rider's Waite is usually people, you sharing with people. Okay, someone putting money into the hands of other people. But this isn't about money. This is about value. This is about time. This is about worth. This is about, moral compass type vibes. Okay, and so making it even between the two of you with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, but of course the Six of Pentacles is not here. I'm just talking about the addition of another pentacle to this 5, okay, is what the result of this is going to be. Okay, and so like I said, again, someone is willing to make a very huge offer of value and worth to you to make up for this lost time. Okay, so lastly, Taurus, we have the Ten of Cups being clarified by the Two of Swords. Okay, Two of Swords. Sheesh. Yeah, you guys, Taurus, is not surprising. Okay, with this Two of Swords energy showing up here for the wish fulfillment, you are going to be very indecisive because, again, it's about facts. It's going to be about how you feel, based on not just currently how you feel, but in a sense of rehashing those feelings of during the separation. Okay, that's probably going to hinder on this wish fulfillment because you're going to be too focused on the past, like I said, the separation, or what they've done to you in the past. Again, if you think too negatively or you stay focused on the negative, you will be in this Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, back and forth, where it's going to be very hard for you to make a decision. Okay, which is something that this person is going to have to be understanding of, because feelings can change. Again, we all have free will to change our minds at any given point in time. Okay, and so it's going to be hard for this person and hard for you, Taurus, because time has passed. Okay, the way you felt 5 months ago is probably not how you feel now. Okay, you could have changed your mind and been enjoying, maybe your wish fulfillment has changed in what it is that you truly want. Maybe you are enjoying your single life. Okay, maybe you're not ready for a relationship. Maybe you're going to focus on something else, and time has passed, for you on this wish fulfillment. Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, you'll really have to be, like I said, in this Hanged Man energy, and they're not going to want you to stay there for long. That's why they're going to try and make some action, take some action towards you to kind of help make up for that pain, to make up for that lost time, okay? And so the question is whether or not you're willing to allow them, not just for the benefit of fulfilling your ego, but because you really still want this, okay? It's kind of in the background, okay? You know how you have the 4 burners on the stove, and you know you've got everything that you're, you know, cooking a meal, you're putting it on the back burner, okay? Maybe you put relationship on the back burner, and you switched out and put work and career and family on the front burners, and was like, oh, a relationship will just have to wait, when it'll come when it comes, okay? So that is the energy that you're giving towards the wish fulfillment, okay? And it's possible that that feeling comes from the separation of feeling like maybe I'm not meant to be in a relationship, things of that nature that kind of put you in that 2 of Swords energy, okay? That maybe it's not the right time, or maybe it's never going to be the right time, primarily because you put forth so much energy towards the situation, okay? Which is understandable. But again, the feeling is always there, okay? Just because you put it on the back burner doesn't mean you forgot about it, okay? It's still there. It's just not as prominent as it used to be, okay? Because you, as Tauruses do, we prioritize to get over the pain, okay? So, that being said, let's get into your elemental oracle here and see what the advice is for you, Taurus. I'm going to go here with it. And wouldn't you know, 22 air motion, okay, is your card, okay? 22 equaling out to 4, okay? Kind of really protecting your energy, okay? Protecting what's important to you, okay? But air, motion, some form of movement is coming your way, okay? Either it's coming your way or you are going to be making some type of movement. But I feel like movement is coming towards you, okay? Kind of reminding me of the Chariot in the regular Rider's Waite. But there is some form of movement, okay? You have to move, okay? Don't stick in a stagnant energy, Taurus, because as they usually say, an idle mind is the devil's playground, okay? So don't dwell on things for long, okay? Make the necessary movement that is going to be beneficial for you, that is going to still again, you don't have to rush into anything. You can just move things slowly and see how it progresses, okay? It's almost like hitting the pause button on a movie. You know, you go do what you need to do and then you unpause, okay? That's what this is, okay? Maybe there was a slight pause and now it's back to picking back up again, okay? So let's go to the book for your advice. Of course, this is air energy, okay? Air, motion. It says be flexible, yet grounded. Allow yourself free thought. Move and choose. Find your freedom. Use your voice resourcefully. Stand up for what you believe in. Be mindful of the way you communicate, okay? Air is Latin for air or ether, okay? So even before you talk to this person, Taurus, by all means, work on your tone. You know, I don't know about everybody, but I know for me, Tauruses speak frequent and fluent sarcasm, okay? And sometimes our sarcasm can be very crass, and sometimes It can get us in trouble. For me, my sarcasm is a little bit more jokingly, but I do have some Virgo in my chart, so I do have the tendency of being a verbal assassin at times. And so, if I'm definitely uh, provoked, if you will, okay? So, like I said, be mindful of the way you communicate, okay, Taurus? Um, you know, talk to someone the way you would want them to talk to you. If they're coming to you very mature and forthright and honest, let them speak, okay? And then invoke your freedom of speech as well, and stick primarily to the facts. And like I said, stand up for what you believe in, okay? In order for them to understand your side of things as well, okay? So that with this hangman here, it's all about perspective, okay? Not just on your end with this person, but they also need to understand your perspective as well, okay? And so don't play on a tit for tat type of scenario either, Taurus, okay? Be the bigger person, okay? Like I said, let them speak. They're going to come to you speaking anyway, okay? But if you need time, you let them know you need time. If you need things to move slowly, like I said, be flexible yet grounded, meaning everything's not just going to go back to normal. Okay, they have to respect your space just as much as you respected theirs. Okay, and now that in a sense is fine to do if that's what you need. Okay, but you're not while it may be swift movement and communication, just be very mindful, flexible, but yet grounded. Okay, and if that means ultimatums and rules and regulations to get back to the possibility of this, it means a start over. Okay, if anything, okay, it's not just an unpause. In some scenarios, for some of you Tauruses, it's going to be a little bit more than that. It's going to have to be a complete restart. For others of you, it may be a pause and an unpause, getting back to normal. But anytime getting back to normal is talking about going slow about things and not rushing anything, okay? And proving that, there's something of value here with this Ace of Pentacles, okay? So with that being said, Tauruses, that's all that I have for you guys. We have 4 more readings to do for you. So until then, peace.